So I've been really focused lately on motivation, kind of in the Freakonomics sense of why do people do things? Why do we do things? You only take action because you are motivated to for some reason. So every action has to have a motivation. And in the default world, you have to be very conscious of that. You know the term like, well, follow the money. Because when you're looking at people and political decisions and things like that, often the motivator is money. And so if you want to know, who is benefiting and who's trying to push things into, how and what the motivations are, financial is a big one. There's also things like sense of peace. There is physical comfort. All sorts of reasons that people will guilt, that people will motivate and be motivated. And so in the default world, we have pretty elaborate deceit in terms of what that is. And we try to pretend like, oh no, I'm just doing this because I love you. I'm just doing this to be nice. But that's why we have phrases like, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Because people don't think that, because people know that. They know that, what's the motivation? Why are you giving me this free lunch? Because what do you want from me in the future? What is the angle? Do I have to sit through a presentation about condos? Are you going to tell me about your religion and not let me leave? And so that's why when in a gift economy, it can be when the motivation is so foreign to people. The motivation is not because to get anything. The motivation is to fill up this kind of, it's like an organ that we've kind of neglected. It's this atrophied muscle of universal love. That once we start exercising, we realize how powerful it is and how great it makes us feel once we start exercising it. Oh my gosh, when I make you feel good, I feel so good. When I cook you dinner and you enjoy it, it makes me feel so good. But until we can build up that pattern and remind ourselves of that truth, it feels weird. Someone in the chat room was talking about they're worried about being taken advantage of. Exactly. Because you always think that what's the angle? What's the angle? You always got to ask, what's the angle? What's the angle? And it takes practice, and it takes also sometimes being willing to be taken advantage of, to really get the benefit, to really receive what that heart can pump through your life of love, 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 and the way that pumps back to you in ways that you can't really define or understand. So it fills the joy bucket, exactly. And so that where was I going with motivation? Something about why, where, well, anyway. Motivation is what I was talking about, and I lost my train of thought. Anyway, oh, of course, why do we come here? What's the motivation? Do you come to this seminar thinking, how am I going to make more sales? Do we gather here today to get leads? Do we gather here today to network and make connections and get one up on our competitors? No. The motivation, the reason why we come and gather and have this moment and have this connection is because it is outside of our identity and our ego's guidance system. It's outside of the benefits and loss that we use to judge and keep score in our ego shell lives. We come here to go, oh no, I wanna resuscitate my neglected love muscle. And in doing so, realize that is the motivation that I want to be driven by. That is my angle. My angle is more love. And what is so profound about that, more love for me does not mean less love for you. It actually means more love for you. Which is what changes this whole system that we have of the scarcity mentality of we need to know everyone's angle, because in most of the scorekeeping, for you to get $1, I have to lose $1. For you have to get a promotion, I have to be knocked down. But it doesn't work that way with giving. It doesn't work that way with gifting and love and joy. What's my angle? More love, please.